Kobani is a small city in Syria and is on the border of Turkey. In early 2015, Kurdish fighters liberated Kobani from the grips of terror group Islamic State. Clashes had by then continued for months between Kurdish fighters and Islamic State. The result was dead bodies, destroyed homes and displaced refugees in neighboring Turkey. A coalition of foreign countries eventually carried out airstrikes on Kobani to push back Islamic State.
So this is Kobani in Syria, where the Islamic State has destroyed the homes of the people here. And this is what it looks like.
My name is Parwar Muhammad Ali. I am local journalist as well as a member of Free Media Center inside Kobani. I didn't go out, flee out of Kobani during the clashes. I was here to cover the updates inside Kobani. We were blocked by ISIL almost since 2 years ago. So the supply of water, of electricity were cut by ISIS. So the people was forced to depend on digging wells by drillers here. So that's why we depended on wells. But now you can see everything is destroyed. We have no generator, electricity to pull out this water. So we depended on just bottles of water coming from Kurdish people in the other side, in Turkey. And now, of course, there is no water. Of course, we depend on generators, but also generators need diesel, and we have no diesel now. This is hail mortar made by ISIS, homemade. It has a big ability of distraction. Still dangerous because it didn't explode. You can see the powder, fertilized aluminium inside it, and TNT. Daily 50. Listen, this is minimum. 50 of these mortars. They were shelling from east, south, and southwest. 3 months, 4 months like this. ISIL was beside that trees, and they have professional snipers. So we cannot walk like this because of snipers. Of course, there were curtains, but within the houses. So every wall, it is like a small hole to pass through. He was here when ISIL came and then he left to Turkey. So when ISIL first came, they shelled the city, with mortars, missiles, and when they saw that it's dangerous, they left. His family now still there in Diyarbakir. He came alone to see his house. And his house is entirely destroyed. Yeah, this shop is for his relative from the first class, and you can see it's empty, nothing left inside the shop. Everything is destroyed. So they are checking if something is remained or not. Yeah, just partially his house is destroyed, not entirely. Yeah, some of members of his family injured, but they are okay now. Actually, he says that I can rebuild my house, but it is hard for all Kobani to be rebuilt because it has a big, mess here. So this big hole made by airstrikes, I think it is like 7 meters deep, and this is because the jets were targeting snipers in the building. So you can see this destruction made by airstrike. Yeah, ISIL stayed here for so long time. When we liberated here, I was with the fighters covering with my camera. ISIL was beside that building, behind that building, and you can see the bullets on the wall. It means that there were heavy clashes in this school. Actually, the coalition was not targeting the schools. That's why ISIL were taking school as a basement for them. But we have a high school for girls, Al Sawra school, behind this school. and ISIS took it as a basement for them. The coalition targeted that school, and now it's wholly entirely destroyed.
که خرابم بمانه نآبه نکرده زاری میپرن هیچکی به حال خراب داشته.
She thinks that the houses are destroyed, no electricity, no water, and really we are living in miserable situation. They wanted to cling to their land, but because of the clashes and the ISIL is dealing with women in a bad way, that's why they left Kobani.
No, ما ندی که تو در کالج جدا بود در کالی ما قد پورتونی خالمالی خوارد ما گذرم عادی خالد.
They didn't see ISIS, but when they announced about the liberation of Kobani, they came back immediately. يعني كم زوري تهنيته؟ She has 8 daughters and 4 boys.
رأي شو ما خاص بجملة جمارة بندو بس مجهر حاز ناكر ما دو أم هارن أنا أم بيحولي خراب حاز ذكر أم جور حاز.
Yeah, the situation was good somehow, but we prefer to come back and live within this destruction better than to stay in other countries.
أمانة؟
سلامتي ودحسنا.
واري سلامات الحمد لله أما بسيطن عين خوني ما صار ما خرابنا وبيشعاتنا وبس أم نور حقيقة ما ديجي.
Now here it is safe, although of this destruction and no electricity, no water, but still they are safe and feeling happy.
ملاتي ما سلامات بيو أم خوزن رند بيو أم خوز بقامورا روبي زوري ما كلوري ناكرا.
We want the civilians to come back to remove this destruction because the diseases will spread out in this situation. So we hope that people help us to remove all of this destruction. When ISIS defeated inside Kobani, they put many booby traps in houses, fields, teepees, kitchens, in the furniture of the houses. So they put these explosive materials in many houses. That's why actually we have no experts to remove these mines, booby traps. That's why we are appealing to the humanitarian organizations, to the international community to support us with devices to discover these booby traps. Because in this situation, it will be dangerous on the life of the civilians because they cannot expect the place of booby traps. You know, sometimes ISIS have experts of setting up these booby traps just on the ring of mobile phone. So when you pass by and talk with your mobile, it will explode. And sometimes they put it in front of the door. So just when you push the door, it will make a big explosion. So still, Kobani and its village has so many kinds of these booby traps. And that's why we are appealing to the organization to help us and support us. It is not countable because so many, but you know, we have experts here, you know, just 1 or 2 persons who are removing these mines. I think they have the accurate number of these booby traps, but I think they are uncountable. Just 1 week ago, 4 civilians lost their lives and dozens of them heavily injured because of these booby traps in the village as well as inside the city. Yeah, when I say that they put many booby traps in the houses and we have few people who are experts, this means that still in many houses there are such booby traps, and of course the civilians are ignorant about how to deal with these booby traps. So still there are many booby traps inside the houses inside Kobani and inside the village and in the fields. When we were walking, many corpses of ISIL were in the street. The municipality inside Kobani starting its job to remove these corpses, but still we have corpses under this destruction. They are unseen, so I think in summer this will be the source of diseases. Actually, also 2 weeks ago, just one old-aged woman, they refused to flee out of Kobani. They discovered her in a building where the airstrike shelled this building, and her corpse just was under the destruction for 4 months during the clashes. Just 2 weeks ago, we could took her out of this destruction, and they buried her. And of course, there are other civilians. I don't know about them. They killed here inside Kobani. He's saying that I have been in clashes more than 4 months in order to protect my land, my people, and he has like a relative from first class that she was martyred here, and now he's fighting in the front lines.
ویدام شریر کنه الحمدلله پیش دارم پیش ام گنده خگی راستکار بکنه گنده کد ماجگیش ان شاء الله و ببینم مثلا جو بازار خدر کنه سکفتن جمره.
Yeah, he has been fighting in the eastern front village and they are pushing back ISIL to the back lines and yeah, he thinks that we will be the victorious and we are the victorious. They داعش هنا.
نه عندك مانگی شگانه برنامه.
Yeah, you know, before when they invade they were in huge numbers. Now gradually because we defeated them, so they're not like when they first invade us or attacked us. ركي دجور بيبدأ 10.
أري. جوار بو و سربرند بودن به شهید من پر شهید دان. من 15 شهید خرید دادم. و ام پس سربرند بود و من داشت بازار خدر خستن و پر پیکاپ باشه.
He thinks that it was a tough battle and severe clashes with ISIS, but we could, you know, defeat them. We lost our fighters, but we could defeat ISIL finally.
I work here in pharmacy, as you see. We went to Turkey because of war, destruction. As you see here, I have a hope that every people will come back home, and we need only one thing, that is water, bread. You need, because we are actually hungry. We need this from UN or from another countries to help us. It's a main street, maybe in Kobani here, and here, as you see, Dr. Zakaria, here Dr. Yaqub, Dr. Kaniwar, and this is a pharmacy. Another pharmacy is there, as you see. This is a place to make bread. Here, I shock. Is I think I am in dream, not in fact, as I shocked actually. But we have got, I think we have got, inshallah, we will rebuild our houses, our pharmacies, we will give our children a hope that we can rebuild our city, because we have got, and this is my hope. As you see, this is my house. I came from Turkey and I rebuilt it like this one, and tomorrow when I come back I will replace it, this house. It was my mother's shop. She was selling clothes, shoes, everything. And this is my neighbor. This one, my neighbors, you see these birds. We have birds in this place. Many birds. And this is my brother's. It was my brother's house. My older brother.
Citizens who have returned to Kobani are intent on rebuilding their city, but rebuilding Kobani will take some time. Kobani has only one makeshift hospital where citizens are treated in the basement of a school. This hospital also sees to the needs of Kurdish fighters who are still battling against Islamic State on the outskirts of Kobani. Kobani has only one bakery where bread is made for all its citizens. With limited electricity supply, this is the only means of food production that ensures all citizens have something to eat. Thousands of Kobani citizens still live in refugee camps in Turkey. Some of Kobani's government officials are also based in Turkey, where they are planning on how to rebuild their city.
Most of our people are here in Suruj. Most of them lives in camps, and the others spread in all the villages of Suruj. In Suruj, there were about 55,000 people. They are here for 5 months, but now, after the liberation of Kobani, they are returning back slowly. First of all, daily 150 people left Suruj. Daily, their number raised, but now daily about 2,000 people, more than 2,000 people left Suruj, left all the area. They are returning back to their homes. ISIS now in the villages around the border of Kobani. Still, there are many villages under the control of ISIS. So to rebuild this city, we build a committee for reconstruction of Kobani. Now we construct a plan, we arrange a plan how to reconstruct this city. We built about 6 committees. Every committee distribute the job between them. And yes, there is some organization, international organization, till now promised us to help us, to support us in rebuilding, reconstructing Kobani. But till now, it is just a promise. We don't see anything on earth. We want these promises to be practiced on earth. This is very important for us. Yes, with the resistance of Kobani, the international community as a coalition, yes, they support us, provides us strikes, ISIS with the airstrike. This is very important for us. We thank them also. But the most thing that we are in urgent of is whenever they stand behind us, they support us. We want from them also to support us in reconstructing Kobani, in rebuilding another time Kobani, because our resistance, this war is not because of us, not because only for Kurdish. It is a humanitarian resistance. It is a resistance for all the humanity, for all the international community, because for the first time, we as Kurdish people, we defeat ISIS, and this is very important. It is a victory for coalition. It is a victory for international community who see themselves that they are democratic. They want, they are humanity. They support humanity in the world. So we want from them, we ask them to support us, to help us also in reconstructing Kobani.
Kurdish municipalities in Turkey are playing a vital role in assisting Kobani's refugees.
Well, this is the depot of Suruj municipality, keeping the clothes that coming from the people that can help the people from the Kobani, and we've had volunteers here for the last 4 months. Every clothes that coming from everywhere, they are just packing them and giving them to the Kobani people. I mean, Suruj's population is 100,000, and Suruj municipality weren't ready for the Kobani's refugees when it all started, because it all happened all of a sudden. And the people have traveled from Kobani, which is only about 5 or 10 kilometers away. So as you can imagine, it's doubled up the population. And for last 4 months, we have managed really hard. Emotionally, psychologically, economically, every way you can name it. And we've not had much help from United Nations. The main help that we had was from Kurdish all around the world and civil organizations. And I would like to thank the civil organization all around the world that tried and they are still trying to help people from the Kobani. And as a Syrian municipality and other municipalities, Kurdish municipalities are in Turkey. There are about 103 Kurdish municipalities. And they have been helping so long for the last 4 months, and they are still helping. And we've managed it. It was hard, but we've managed it. Very soon after the liberation of Kobane, the people that were living in the camps, they couldn't wait to go back to Kobane, to their homes. Although the 80% of Kobane has been destroyed and demolished, the people were in the camps. They didn't care about the destruction or the demolition of the houses. They wanted to go back, and they didn't have a patience to go back. So we have let some of them to go back, and up to now there are about 40,000 people have already gone back.